Hi, here I am again. And again, I am thanking you so much for your support of Bernie Sanders. I'm Anais Salas. I happen to have an online business, and I'm very fortunate in that I can kind of play with these tools whenever I want to. And I'm the founder of Tech Talk Cafe and also Lives on Fire Coaching. So, what I want to suggest to you is thinking about what it will look like if I can't even say it. So I think I'll instead tell you why I am supporting Bernie, and I need you to know that I am I can I can say that I'm a feminist. I think I have those values well in hand in terms of women's reproductive rights, and I am very, very pleased to know that Bernie is also on that page and that he believes that in America we are a nation of free will and free choice, and that religious values don't have a place for us in our secular life as we've had it organized for the last couple of hundred years. So I understand that Hillary supports that too. Now, here are my reservations about Hillary. First of all, full disclosure, I helped get Bernie elected to the Senate. I was on his campaign staff in 2006, and I had my own county that I worked, and we came in and we got my county did very well in terms of turnout for Bernie, and the county went into his tally list. My county went for Bernie, and we did a great job as a team. Wonderful, fantastic people, and Bernie himself. So I can vouch for who Bernie is, and I can vouch for who he has working for him. So the recent dust up about the information and the voter information was a setup, and I think that I can tell you, being on the inside of this, that these kinds of intrigues happen all the time. And by now you know that a former employee of Hillary owned the company that, oops, screwed up the deal with the information. So we have to pay attention. We really have to pay attention every day, right through the election. And I wanted you to know that that's another reason why I can't support Hillary. I can't support Hillary because of those kinds of political operatives. She is so well equipped to do that kind of thing. And she's got a lot of experience. Plus, she had all those years with Bill, and they've done a good job of learning how to be political operatives, no doubt. But I also found that even as a woman, I don't feel that I can be comfortable with her. I do see the difference. I was paying a lot of attention during the run up to the war in Iraq following 2003. I happened to be very aware at the time that everything that was presented was a load of bullshit to the American people and to the United Nations, and that the neocons were just pulling the most enormous snow job that had been seen since the Third Reich. Okay. So I was very grateful for the few people who stood up and voted no and did not give their support for going to war. And Bernie was one of them, and Hillary was not. Now, she can say that she didn't get it. But if she didn't get it then, how is she going to get it now when the same playbook is in operation? So I admire Mrs. Clinton. I think she's a formidable woman. I think she's highly experienced. I think she's also a creature of the political culture, which includes corporate ownership of elected officials. And I can tell you that Bernie Sanders is not a creature of that kind of political culture. And I hope you're really deeply relieved about this. Now, what we have to do, in addition to being able to get past a dedicated sense of feminism and knowing that so many of us would love to see a woman president. I know I would probably vote for Elizabeth Warren, and my dream ticket is the Sanders Warren ticket. So we may move one further down the line yet, but we have to do it in this next incremental step. So I wanted to share my reasons with you. There are many more why I would not be able to support Hillary. And part of that has to do with what is the aligned network between the Republicans and the Democrats. The Democrats, the Democrats, there you go. They're really the same institution, and they're a sham institution. They are for show, and the real people who are running the show you may not know about. They're all over the globe. They are the globalists. They are the 1%, and they are running the show. But they can only run the show as long as we let them, and as long as they still believe we're afraid of them. So I can't support Mrs. Clinton for those three reasons. And I could support another woman candidate who had, I think, the integrity and what I would call the moral purity to be part of leading our bit of the what's left of the free world. So that's my little video for today, and I'm going to include another link below, or maybe even more than one, around some relevant videos around this that I hope you will watch and you will consider. And I'm speaking today particularly to women. I have a lot of good friends who are just appalled that I wouldn't automatically lockstep behind Hillary Clinton just because she has female genitals, and I can't do that. That's not what I'm about. So I'm also speaking to communities of color. I am a woman, mixed race woman, and let's see, black, white, red, yellow. That's my deal. And so I can speak as a woman of color and a person of color, and I can say to people in South Carolina and Mississippi and in the southern states that the Clintons are not, and neither Bill nor Hillary have our best interests in mind as people of color. And I would like you to go back and look at the historical record around where Bill Clinton stood when it came time to change federal and national and state legislation with regard to putting black men in jail for minor drug offenses. And I need you to really go back and look at that and understand what happened there so that you can get that Bill Clinton, and Hillary was right there beside him at the time, pushed for this kind of legislation that put so many young black men in jail for long terms. And not only that, but it kind of gave a carte blanche to municipalities around the country to seize private property of people who had not been convicted of a crime. Grandmothers, sisters, brothers who lost personal property and were stripped of the little bit of wealth that communities of color may happen to have because of the policies that Bill was only too happy to sign off on, as he was only too happy to sign off on NAFTA, which kicked the globalist football out into the stratosphere. Okay, I'm going to keep this short, but I want you to just think about it. So those are my reasons why I can't vote for Hillary. And I know that Hillary and Bill are not the same person, but okay. Have a great day. Come to the gathering on the 1st. Thank you.